beginners. This is my first time, so bear with me. We're going to move this down to the layout. And I have here my sweet son that's going to help me. Hopefully you're going to ask me questions and we're going to be able to craft along together. I want to show you a layout that I was putting together. We're going to go step by step and then we'll finish it maybe tomorrow. Here we go. Anna Griffin Annalise collection. Okay, so what do you think? It looks really cute to me, so I wanted to show you how I put this together. I kind of put it together and just laid it out very gently, and I have not glued it down. You see that? So I just kind of want to show you today how the background is working. And of course, what do we have here but our craft box that is the flower cart. So this is the craft cart, and I have it right here hiding in the corner. This is what inspired my new layout, this gorgeous little collection of flowers. So this is the first thing I did. Background, I am using what came in the box plus the collection 12 by 12 Annalise collection. Okay, so some of these come from the box. They are so very beautiful. They come in this gorgeous size, so you can run the one that you want. Okay, and this is the first one we did in gold, of course, and black right here. This is not glued down. This is just barely there because I want to work it out and see how it goes. Here's this part, and then I kind of put together a couple little flowers. I love the ones that have the flourish on it. There we go. And then you know from me that I like a little bit in 3 different spots. So a little bit of decoration in this spot, another one right here, and another one on top. So on the bottom of this one, I have some flowers of the same collection, and then I have some bigger ones that came with the scrapbooking collection. And this one is an old one from the gold foils, but this one is the one that comes with the collection. So if you want to use this one, it's doubled with a gorgeous pop-up dot, so use this one. Okay, here we go. And then we have another set right here. Use the flowers that you love best right there. And then I'm going to show you how I put this together. This is the green. Is this absolutely gorgeous frame that we got from the scrapbook collection, Crop at Home 2 or 1. I should have maybe labeled which one goes where, but this is the scrapbooking Crop at Home collection. I ran this in the green. Okay, same die set, but I also ran 3 in the smaller die. Okay, and I ran it in 3 right here on the side. Of course, I need a date tag. You know I absolutely love the date tag, and I use the same paper, trying to use the same paper from one side to the other. Okay, so that our page layout flows together. Here is this one and the date tag. Okay, and then this one is the tricky one. We need to ask sweet Anna Griffin to make us a bigger one. This is the 5 by 7 from this. So, right, the die does not come big enough, but I need it bigger. What do we do? Okay, so I will show you. It's not absolutely perfect. Look at that. Can you even tell? It's not absolutely perfect. My corners are not perfect, but it is serving the purpose for me that it needs to be bigger. Okay, it needs to be bigger. And so what are we going to do? Fold it in half. Run it through our die collection. Okay, so how did I do this? You can see that I'm running it right here. You're going to run it right there on this one and run it through your machine. And then you're going to run the same thing when you get it back. You're going to run it again, and guess what? You're going to run it in this direction. That looks a little bit confusing, so how about we make one?
Beth, which
yes, hey
has,
Beth.
wants to know what brand is your light box. If you
My light box. I love my light box. This is, why am I going blank? It's the Cutterpillar. It is the Cutterpillar box. And it is the big one. It is the one that is Glow Pro. The Glow Pro is the one that I have. Absolutely love this light box. I so wish I would have had this light box when I went to Alabama to that beach retreat because I absolutely needed it. Right here. Thank you, Beth. I'm so happy you're here with me. So here is what I'm going to do. Okay, you see this? I got the one that we had from the kit. It's a nice big one, okay? And you're going to run it like this. Fold it in half. Put it on your gorgeous mat. Just like this. And then we're going to do this right here. And sandwich it together. And we're going to run through our impress. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit tricky, right? Because now we have two sides that are beautiful. Next one. Now you need to do this side. And if you do this side, you're going to look at this carefully. How are we going to do this? You want this part of the paper outside of the die. And then you're going to put this part on the inside. Put it right into that spot. This is cutting. This is outside. This is not cutting. Okay, and then you're going to sandwich it in. It's going in my impress. You heard it. It kind of made a little funny sound there. That sound is my gorgeous impress saying you're giving me more than just one piece of paper. Okay, so now you have a cut. And you have cuts above, cuts all the way around. Okay, you can see that it's going all the way around. And now you have a mat that you can put our normal mat, this size, right on top. Okay, I have to go and poke all these holes out, but we don't need to do that during lives, right? You guys understand here how I did that. Super fun, super easy to do. You're going to run one side of it just like this, okay? And then this side you're going to run in this direction, okay? That is how you're going to get this bigger mat so that our nice big picture can sit on it, okay? That is where we're at with this one. Okay, that is here. That was this gorgeous piece that we put right next to the cart, the flower cart. Okay, there goes that. And then we're down to our lattice. Now for this lattice, I ended up, don't do as I do, do as I say, right? So I ended up with this lattice and I had the entire page over here. This entire lattice was on this side, and when I started looking at it, I didn't like it. I thought that the lattice would be better off in the middle. So start your lattice in the middle is what I say. Start with that. But I will show you, because my paper is still sticky, how I did the lattice. This is the page that has all of the strips, okay? It looks like this, and I cut the strips all where they're all a little bit different size. Some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them are that squiggly line. This one is super thin. I think it makes it look and gives it a little character. That's how that works, okay? Here is this one, and the way I did it, make sure you're seeing everything okay. And now what I do to start this type of prep is I use my ATG gun, and I'm going to put tape right here, going up and across all the way around. So when I lay my first strip, it's going to stick right there, and then it's going to go all the way up. And this little piece is going to need a little piece. You can see that right here. This one needed a little extra piece, okay? So here's how you do that. And then you're going to get, I need more light. What do you think?
No, you're good.
Now on this paper, you can see what I'm doing is I'm using actually the green paper to follow and make my pattern. You can see the little cute pretty blue diamonds here are showing up. So here you follow, okay? And I keep every single little strip because sometimes those strips might be useful somewhere else, like that. Do you see there? And then your green ones, once you do all of them going in one direction, you're going to come back and weave them through the other direction. At least that's how I do mine. If you want to do yours a different way, then do them the way you like. But I'm showing you an example of how I put it together. And then I use the same little diamond cut to go through and follow. And you go up, down, and you're going to layer and come back. And you keep doing that where you want it to be. Okay, now so then this one is up, then the next one you weave through is going to be down. Okay, super fun, super easy to do. Don't let it get you stressed out. Nobody is going to see that. Okay, you're the only one that's going to know that maybe it's not laid down absolutely perfect. There's how I did that. Okay, you keep going, you have all your little strips. I think I cut up 1 page of this. I didn't cut more than 1 to make this little space here. You see how that's working? Super fun, super easy to do. You don't have to, there's absolutely no right or wrong on what strip goes first and what strip goes second. You can do all the green little ivies going one direction, or you can turn them around and face them in your direction. It's just fun. And you know what? When it all comes down to it, we're going to have pictures on top of this, so don't worry about it, okay? That is how we did our lattice, okay? That is what you have here. So now I have shown you guys how to do this little background before. That is the green and this gorgeous pink flower. That is 1 page. Okay, you see how it goes in reverse? 1 page, and what I did is this is 1 inch all the way around, 1 inch all the way around, and I use a little bit of washi tape to hold it together. This side is going to be perfect to do something else to it when we get done with it, okay? So that is your base of what we're doing. Do the lattice, have fun with it. In between, you just snip these off. I didn't go very far into these areas right here because I planned on covering it up. I absolutely love this one. This is the die that came, I think it's the original one, the Crop at Home one. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. You can check for me. But I think this is the Crop at Home 1 die that came with the box, and I cut it in half. So we cut this up 3 times, and I'm going to show you. I love this little ATG gun, super fun. This is the one that Karen gave me when we were in Alabama. She's really awesome. And I'm going to use this right in between this little spot here to make this little glue part go away, okay? And I'm going to put this little part right into this little space so that it ends up, we're going to do also a little mitering. And I'm trying to put it right onto, you see that? Right on the inside of that green. Don't worry about the leftover. Coming back. Don't worry about the little leftover glue in between. Once we put it inside of our page protector, it doesn't matter anyway, right? So now I'm starting over here because I want to make sure I cover up that lattice. That's the little edging right here. And we're going right across. Very fun. Okay, into that little spot, and then we have one more at the top and also on this side. And now we're going right over this side and here. Okay, so here we are. This is going to be exactly the same. Here's this one, and on this one I love, oh, we're going to use the ruler for this right now. It's okay. We're going to start the little spot right here at the triangle, and you're going to put your little one right here. This is a clear ruler. You can't see it so well, but look, this is super easy. You're going to press down with the ruler, and then with your blade, X-Acto knife, you kind of press this way. It's all good, Nick. Don't worry about it. We can do it with this one. The other one's just easier for everybody to see. And I'm going to take off this little piece. And I'm going to take off this little piece. And then our little mitering cut is absolutely perfect. And that happens because you are cutting both of these little pieces of paper at the same time. Just like that. Same thing here. You're going to get your little ruler. Somewhere there's that little triangle thing. I took it to Alabama, I know, because it's one of my favorite things. Right here, you're cutting right here to right here. Right there. And you're going to go once and twice. And you can kind of feel the cutting mat that I have here from the kitchen. It has that little rough texture. So I can hear when it went through. And now we take this one up. And you're bringing this one here. So I absolutely love my little Cutterpillar light here. It is totally worth it for me because my eyes are getting weaker, and I really like how we can work at night and I can still see. I mean, right now it is pretty dark outside. Okay, so here is our perfect mitering corners. And what do? We have a little cutting mat that we're squeezing in between the paper, a straight edge, and a blade. Now I know that you can also probably just pick them up and cut them with the scissors, but it's a little harder. This is this side. Do you see how that's going? So on this side, we're going to do the exact same thing for this side. Okay, so we have that done. That one's kind of sloppy. I think it's time to change out my blade. Okay, and then this side, you can see here. Here we go. Here's this side. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about. Now on this one, I could see when I finished putting my layout together that you would be able to see at least half of this. So I'm kind of maneuvering this one around right in between to kind of give my lattice a background, something to see. And I really like this one, but I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't, because it's not hiding it the way I want it to hide. I think I might have to go with this one. Yep, this one is going to frame it out really pretty for me. And I'm going to only use half of it because maybe we want to use it for another spot. So let's take out my very favorite Martha Stewart that's somewhere sold out. I don't think she's making them anymore. And my favorite blue painter's tape is not to be found. I can't find it. I think it must be somewhere hidden, or maybe at the DIY house next door. But I have beautiful washi tape. Isn't that just beautiful? Why in the world am I using it as, I have to cut this right into that little dot in the middle. So I hold this down because I just have not at this time been able to find a cutter that's going to hold it and cut it just perfectly. So we use a little bit of washi tape. I usually leave it on me so I can find it. And there you go. There we go. I don't think we're going to cut again, but you see how that just really gave you that little spot. You have the little dots on one side, and here we go. So this is the side that we were doing. Sometimes I tend to turn my pages around. Has anybody ever done that before? Because I do it often. And I know that this little leaf right here is supposed to be my top. So let's get one of these gorgeousness. And we're going to sneak it in between. Put a little bit of glue on it. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. And we're going to kind of move this up a little bit right there. And that's going to give us that space that we want to give us our little lattice a little edge. Kind of, you know, close it up. Doesn't every lattice have an edge? So here, here, and here. And then at the very bottom, I'm going to give it a little snip, and we're going to sneak it underneath. If anybody's in Texas, I would love for somebody to join me. I still have 4 or 5 spots open. That is in Austin, is where we're going to be joining, getting together. It's in Austin and Dripping Springs. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope somebody comes with me. Okay, so here is where we're at. this is where we're going to kind of give you a little pause so that you can do this part. And we're going to do it again tomorrow because I want to craft, but I want to craft along with you. I don't want to be the only one cutting paper. And here is the next one that we want to do. Okay, these little pieces right there. You're going to have time to do the pink one right there. And then there was a gorgeous green one somewhere that I can't find. I'll show you right here, there. And then get this one ready. Here we are. Okay, this is what we're going to work with tomorrow. Tomorrow we're just going to embellish. That's the fun part. Please join me. I'm so happy for you to be here with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share. I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. How do we stop?